Hello, everybody. This is George Dunlap. As you can tell by the virtual background back, next week is Conecon, Savannah, Georgia, Conecon 2024. Boys, we got a lot of us there at Conecon. You're going to have some great operators from all over the United States and the world, actually, by that. There'll be quite a few people coming together in Savannah, Georgia next week. It is a great convention. Every year we meet this time of the year. It's been a busy year this year. I just thought I'd do a podcast before the show, let you know that if you're going to go, we'll look forward to seeing you. And if you're not going this year, please make plans to go next year. In order to make plans, please make sure you are a member of the North America Ice Cream Association. I've been blessed to be part of that group for a long time. A lot of good people, a lot of helpful people, a lot of folks that if you're new to business, they'll help you out. If you've been in business for a long time and have some challenges, they'll help you out too. It is a great, I commonly call it a mom and pop industry that may not be the best choice, but it kind of describes that it is a family focused, family operated, if you will, ice cream business industry. And it's a lot of good operators. But a couple of things I'd like to talk about. I haven't been on the podcast for a while. Actually, last month, Nancy and I, my wife Nancy and I, took a trip, got away from everybody and all the telephone calls, got away. We went up to get away for a long weekend up in Michigan, up north of Harbor Springs, up around the Cross Village area up in on the Lake Michigan side. And boy, do we have a nice time. But it's nice to know, even though it was late October, we also had a chance to stop at some great ice cream shops. I mean, you know me, I love ice cream. So does my wife, Nancy. But some of the things that 2024 revealed is that ice cream just keeps on getting better. And it's just so much excitement out there in our industry. A couple of the shops that we visited, only because many of them have been closed for the season, but had the pleasure to stop in Moomers down in the Traverse City area. The family, the plumbers actually weren't there that day. They were busy, but I had the pleasure to stop in and enjoy some great homemade ice cream. Moomers is not certainly the only great homemade ice cream in the area, but it's one of the Michigan's well-known ice cream shops. Moomers has been around in business for about 27 years, and they really do serve up a good scoop of ice cream, if you will. But one of the things that I like about them is that they are open, and I think Michigan cherry is one of the flavors they had this week or this month. It was pretty good. But anyway, if you stay tuned till next month in December, I'm going to have a podcast interview with John Plummer. John and his sister Becky are brother and sister, and they're taking over day by day the operations of the business. Becky and John's mother uh, and dad started a business, and yeah, they actually have a small herd of cows, so it's their product that you're eating. But yeah, next month I'm going to be talking with John, and we're talking about business, and we're going to be talking about some of the things they ran into over the last 27 years. And he's got some great ideas for new operators and what they can do to endure competition, to take care of good customers. So that will be next month in December. But just thought I'd talk a little bit about some of the things that Nancy and I did, and in the show notes I'll have a couple of links. We stayed on Lake Michigan, and it was a nice time of the year. I call it the $1 billion view. The lake was just so gorgeous and so beautiful and so restful for us. But we did get out and we enjoyed seeing the sights there in Michigan. And a couple of the things that we enjoyed is we went up to a little village called Cross Village, and there's a Polish restaurant. It's called Legs Inn. Again, that'll be in my show notes. And it's I mean, it's I'm from Ohio, and I've got family, Polish family friends, and it's always amazing to me when we travel and you find all these neat little restaurants, these independent family-run restaurants uh, with great tasting food, awesome service, and just out of the way locations that just do a great job. But Legs Inn was one of them. We had a nice Polish meal there. Had a good time. I had a beautiful view of Lake Michigan. And Of course, we stayed at a little small cabin, if you will. And we just, most of the trip was just about relaxing, reading a couple good books. We tried to catch the Buckeyes on TV, but didn't get the control of how to live stream it outside of our different services. So, but anyway, we just spent more time playing cards and enjoying being together. I don't know about you, but it's been a busy summer, and sometimes Nancy and I just don't get a chance to get away and just be together, enjoy each other's company, and talk about things that couples talk about. I mean, we've got two lovely grandchildren. Our daughter Katie has blessed us with two lovely grandchildren, her and her husband Eric. My son George is not, he's without children right now, but George keeps us busy also. But so Nancy and I enjoyed the time away. We enjoyed seeing the sights. And the leaves were really very pretty up there this time of the year. I mean, in the end of October, I didn't expect them to be as many, but it's very pretty. We drove on the west coast of Michigan, and there's an area there they call Tunnel of Trees. You can check that out again in the link, and it's really very beautiful. But it's just it's a small two-lane road that kind of snakes through the forest there, which is really pretty. But we had a good time. We rested. I got some lake time. Walked on the beach. Wasn't anybody out there. Just the breeze and the beautiful sunsets. And again, anybody this time of the now is when this podcast comes out, it's going to be in November. So uh, a number of the places, or the majority of the restaurants that are out of the big cities or out of the big towns will be closed. We were there probably the last week that most of these shops were open. We had brunch on Sunday in Harbor Springs at a really nice restaurant. But on our way out of town, um, we had lunch in Traverse City at a burger and beer joint, and it was called Bubba's. And the burgers were really good, and the beer was awesome, and beautiful day. And we hit there first, had something to eat, relax, and enjoy the view, and then headed out and went to Moomer's, and then headed home. Uh, Traverse City area is about 5, 6 hour drive for us here in Northern Ohio. So it wasn't too bad of a day, but it was a good drive. But it had the pleasure to think about the ice cream industry and what it's done for me and how I've enjoyed working with you all in the business. If you haven't been around in the industry for very long, please look forward to your future because it's a great industry. I started in the ice cream business when I was a child. My dad worked for dairy down in Miami, Florida. My two brothers were baptized through family. My dad brought them into his universe, and when we moved to Ohio back in the 70s, we opened up our family business called Peppermint Patties. Maybe you may in some of the podcasts see the picture in the background, but Peppermint Patties was our family business. So I don't want to get bore you too much or take too much of your time, but I just thought I would say hello and remind you that ConeCon is next week. Check out the links. The North America Ice Cream Association is probably one of the most important groups that any ice cream operator should belong to. Uh, None of us have all the answers, and this association provides partnership with operators, vendors, uh, people who are in the business, retired out of the business, that still participate and still enjoy giving back. So if you're new to the industry, welcome. See you at the show. If you haven't joined yet, please consider. See you next year. And thanks for your time. This is George Dunlap. Uh, been doing this since 1973, and I really enjoy ice cream. And if there's anything that I can do to be of service to you, any questions, please shoot me an email that's going to be on the link here, or give me a call. But whatever I can do to help you out. But enjoy this fall with the family, and look forward to next month my interview with John Plummer with Moomer's Ice Cream, and that's going to be an exciting opportunity. Have a nice day. Thank you so much for your time.